Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 4 of Civilization 6 as Germany. And we are one turn away from completing the wheel research. We've got our second city up and running now. We've got Frankfurt, which is a coastal city. We're just trying to get our population up a little bit and also deal with some barbarians. There's plenty of them around. We are building our campus district over here between some mountains.
The wheel turns slowly, but it turns.
And that will certainly help us out. It'll give us a lot of additional science. We would like to get another scout out, because we did get our scout killed, which was unfortunate. It looks like Lisbon's been trying to attack this guy. Whether or not he's been successful, I do not know. Let's go ahead and move this archer back into the city for now. In fact, let's just pop our head out. Can we see anybody? No, we do. There was another barbarian down there somewhere, but I don't know where they have gone. So now we've got that boost for sailing. Let's go ahead and get that. And we'll move on to the next turn. Yeah, if you could just move some of your units out of the way, unless you actually do clear the camp. I mean, if you do clear the camp, then by all means, I'm completely happy with that. Too sure what's going on there. Looks like they have cleared it. It'll be really good for us if they have. I can't get to it, unfortunately.
As our population grows, there is little room for our newer citizens. We should find a way to add more house.
So, are we full somewhere? Yeah, we're already sort of getting full of citizens here in Frankfurt. So we need to get a builder over here as quickly as possible. That builder is probably going to be more important than our scout, to be quite honest. Just have a quick look down here. We don't want to venture too far. We'll come back towards the city. So yeah, we know we're running out of housing. Right, you've cleared that and you've got the gold, so that's fine. So let's start bringing you back home. So how much would it cost us to purchase a builder? 215. Quite expensive. That's quite a bit more than we have at the moment. You want to get back in the city, you're just going to go there and fortify. Rumour has it that Japan has progressed from the ancient era to the classical era.
It isn't just our lands that can be improved, but our waters as well. I suggest we search for opportunities to exploit the...
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
So we can actually build fishing boats if we want instead of builders. A fishing boat would also give us 0.5 housing anyway. We do have resources that we could improve. We've got crabs there. Should require fishing boats, I think. Let's have a quick look. If we go into purchase an item with gold... We are coastal. We should be able to just build fishing boats, should we not? Maybe we need a harbour in order to be able to do that. Okay, fair enough. Then it looks like it will be a builder that we have to use. But we've not got enough gold to do anything at the moment, which is really bad. So it is going to stifle our population's growth. Once again, we've got barbarians coming in to get themselves killed. Now, we're only getting 1 XP at a time here. Is there anywhere we can see what our experience is? Because we've only had 1 upgrade. So we can't actually see any of our other details here. What if we right-click on you? We can wake you up. We can cancel what you're doing. What are you doing? Not an awful lot, apparently. Were you asleep? You can actually rename units as well. That's something that I will need to do. Start naming units after Patreon supporters. We can either go for astrology, so we could get a shrine, or we could go into masonry, so we could build the ancient walls. Now, at the moment, we haven't got any stone to build a quarry to get the boost on that, so we might just go and get that done anyway. There are quite a lot of things that I would like to build. I would like to build the library. He's run off too far for me to catch him, really. Ranged attack, automate, move to, fortify, skip turn. I was certain you used to be able to rename units. I saw the option before. Is it there? Or you can actually change... Oh, you just switch between the unit you're controlling. Very nice. But yeah, I did see an option somewhere to rename units, and I can't see where that is now. So you guys are just going to stay there. And we'll go on to the next turn. Should probably have that warriors guarding Frankfurt.
A strong economy begins with a strong, well-educated workforce.
Well, there we go. We've completed state workforce. Now, we have conscription now. Unit maintenance reduced by 1 gold per turn. We don't have a recon unit at the moment, so we might as well swap that out. And that will then save us 1 gold per turn. So, you know, it will help us get that, that builder. Let's go ahead and bring this archer out, just so that we can go and finish this barbarian off. There's got to be another camp down here somewhere that we haven't actually found, so we'll see if we can find it with our warrior. It's probably going to take the long way around now. We need to choose another civic. Well, we definitely want to get this political philosophy, so we will go and work on early empire. We haven't got our civilization to 6 population, unfortunately, at the moment, and that's mainly due to the fact that we've got a bit of a housing problem over here, although we're only 4 turns away from doing it, so... It will still knock some of the time away from this this civic here. And once again, they are bringing more units in for us to kill. We do actually have a stone resource down here, but again, it would require a builder, so we've got that problem going for us. Barbarians approach. We're not really bothered about that. It's just this guy. We would like to get that wheat as well. But yeah, it seems to take a lot longer to actually get things improved now that you have to build these expendable builders instead of workers. I guess you just stay there until they come back then, really, and we'll allow these guys to sort of make their own way back towards the city. 1 more turn and population should grow, so that'll knock some of the time off that. Japan is sending us a delegation. Thank you very much for the free money. So there we go, we got the inspiration towards early empire, so that knocked some of the time off this. Actually, I think it was on like 13 turns, and it's taken it down to 3. So that was quite good, to be honest. And we'll go on to the next turn. You're going to continue to work your way down. We'll have a look and see if there's another barbarian camp down here. Rumour has it that Greece has progressed from the ancient era to the classical era. Now, you will find one of the things they have changed in Civilization 6 is the diplomacy, in the way that during the early game there's not an awful lot you can do. It's mainly just declaring war. But as the game goes on, you can do more and more different sort of trades and deals and things like that. Also, you will see that there are various things shown on the diplomacy screen that Civilization 5 always used to obscure from you. So you can easily see relationships between different empires. So we can see right here that... there is a relationship between the Japanese and the Greeks. Fortunately, it's not actually telling me what that relationship is, but we can only assume that it is a friendly relationship. We don't have an access level here. View important information about your access level with this leader, including what kinds of gossip you have access to. So, our access level is none. Information shared. City conquests, religions founded, declarations of war, and weapons of mass destruction strikes. So even with no access, we would find this information. But if we actually sent a delegation, then we'd start getting information about their alliances, their government changes, their denunciations, cities founded, trade deals enacted, and trade deals brought back. I think there's probably more beyond that we can't currently see. He's neutral towards us. 12 positive reasons. 2 unknown reasons why he doesn't like us. Japan. Japan is friendly with Greece. So if we go in here and have a look at our access level again, it's the same as before. But so we know that they're friends with each other. Japan didn't point out their agenda before. They have Bushido. They like civilizations that have a strong military and faith and culture output. They dislike civilizations that are strong in military but weak in faith and culture. We don't know what their hidden agendas are, though. That's the point of them being hidden. So we're going to go down here. We still need to try and discover a few more units. I'd still really like to get a scout out and maybe go over to the east. Still not quite sure how large these maps are. Still says you need orders, but I want you to cross the river. You can't afford to do it on this turn, so we'll just skip your turn. So we're only on turn 64. Let's get you over the river. Not an awful lot going on here. Yeah, we definitely need more housing over here because we've got our population up to 3. Now, surely we should have got the boost on that. No, it's the build a quarry one. Grow your population to... Yeah, we did the population one. I remember that happening now. So, yeah, we really, really need to get a builder. And, in fact, we should be able to afford it now. 215 gold. So, let's get a builder, and then we can build a farm or two around here. And that will improve our housing. He likes the fact that I've got a bit of money. I wonder if that's...
Over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell. And you can foresee the future, too.
I wonder if that is part of his hidden civic, possibly. Not quite sure. We could change our policies again. We've got quite a few more economic policies we could choose from there. But I think we'll save it until we change our government type, to be honest. We've got a unit over here that we can run and kill. So I think we'll go and do that. And I don't know why the camera just suddenly decided it was going to move there, but it decided it was anyway. We found that barbarian camp. We knew there was one down there somewhere. We could go ahead and build a pasture worked by one citizen, or we could go ahead and build a farm. Let's go and build the farm first, because we want to sort out our housing problem. See, we don't have fresh water because we're not actually on the river. So that's part of the problem that we have here. Choose a new civic, which is going to be our political philosophy. And that will allow us to change our government type. We have finished the campus, so we can build a library now. We can also build a watermill. But I think what I want to do is get the trader going. So we can start trading with Lisbon. Let's go on to the next turn. We will get that scout out, but we just don't necessarily need it right now.
We have obtained greater knowledge in the art of building static fortifications. Building walls around our cities will not only make them stronger against a foreign invader, but will also allow them to bombard nearby enemies.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column, or cutting a piece of stained glass in the construction of something much bigger than ourselves.
So we now have the ability to build ancient walls. That will give us 50 outer defense, but also allow us to shoot back from our city. So that's something very important to do. I think we'll just get this guy to heal up full before we go over there and attempt that one. We probably want to improve both of these. We want to get the horses and the cotton, because that'll give us more amenities. So let's go ahead and get the cotton. And then on the next turn we'll go over for the horses. So if we go ahead and have a look at Frankfurt now, we should see that the housing didn't actually count for that. We do need a granary there, actually. So yeah, the granary will be the next thing it builds. What tiles are you working, which is also quite important. We've got the food tiles locked in. You've got no production, really, which is the biggest issue here. So improving the horses would be actually quite good for that. Let's go ahead and choose our next tech. I mean, I suppose we could backfill in astrology. It's only 2 turns, so let's go ahead and do that just to make it go away. Go on to the next turn. So again, it's going to take time to actually find an optimal way of you know, the order to build things in and the order to do things in. It took time with Civilization 5 to learn it. It'll take a bit of time with Civilization 6 as well.
Liege, we are beginning to attract the attention of the great people of the world. Of course, there are other leaders vying for their attention too.
So,
I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
nice. So what's happening now?
The more specialized districts we construct, the more we will draw in specialized great people to share their talents with our civilization. I advise that we continue to build these.
So the way that great people work in Civilization 6 is you pretty much have the same great people types that you have in Civilization 5. So you've got great generals and great admirals, you've got great engineers and merchants, you've got great prophets and scientists, and you've got writers, artists and musicians. So you have the same type of great people. But what you also have is you have specific people that are on offer. So if we have a look at the moment, the next great general that is available is Sun Tzu. Now, he offers very particular bonuses. He offers 5 combat strength and 1 movement to classical and medieval era land units within 2 tiles. And the Art of War, which is a great work of writing. Now, you can see who is competing for him. Now, nobody has any points towards earning a great general. You don't seem to get that from combat anymore. Well, certainly not combat with barbarians. Now, once Sun Tzu has been recruited by a civilization, you can also recruit them for gold or faith. Once one of these great people has been recruited, they'll be replaced by a different one, and they will have a different ability, a different bonus that they will give. So sometimes you might look through here and think, oh, well, I particularly want that great scientist because he gives me something that's really, really useful. So Euclid triggers a eureka moment for mathematics and 1 random technology from the medieval era. Now, we're actually quite far behind in tech here. I'm quite slow. You can see Japan. There's a couple of unmet players that are already on 25 and 28 great scientist points. Greece is on 30, so I'm not going to get that guy. So yeah, we're a little bit slow on getting some of this stuff done. But as I've said before, this is a learning campaign. Got this slinger down here, who I'd prefer not to have to deal with directly. So I might just come down here with my archer and try and take him out on the next turn if we can. Need to choose a new research because we've finally got astrology done. So we haven't got any of the boosts for these. We could get horseback riding. That would give us light cavalry. It's not a bad idea. We could get currency, which would give us markets. But you need to build a commercial hub, which is a district, to be able to build the markets. Let's go for horseback riding. That'll allow us to build stables. Stables give us more housing anyway, so that'll be useful for us. You have fully healed, so we've got to move you over here. If we're careful, we might be able to take out this camp. Can't do it on this turn. You are going to build the improvement there. And that's actually just given us the Eureka boost to horseback riding, which we've just started. So that reduces the time in half. We now have 4 houses for 3 citizens. Good. Let's go on to the next turn. Nice of that slinger to come closer towards us. Off he goes. Didn't quite kill him there. I'm actually surprised by that. Now, are we going to attack this guy? I think we are. We'll come off the worst for this, but we can always back out and heal up a little bit afterwards. So, actually, no, they came off slightly worse. I'm surprised by that. We do have a promotion, though, so I suppose that is helping. I do find it strange that I can't see anywhere what someone's XP is. I can see their health, but I can't actually see their XP bar anywhere. I do find that a little... Oh, it's right there at the bottom. It's hardly visible. If you can't see it, there's a very, very tiny little white and black line down there at the bottom. 17 of 45 until level 3. And what about this guy? 35 of 45 until level 3. I wonder if they're still capped. In Civilization 5, you could only get sort of like 1.5 promotions from a barbarian before you hit the XP cap. So I wonder if that is still the case. I'm a little bit worried where that guy's gone, because I can't... If I cross the river, I won't be able to take a shot. That won't kill you off. So I think we finish off this slinger, and then we can move back and heal up a little bit, and then go in and finish that guy off there. So you guys go and get back into the city. 2 turns away from getting our trader. So that will allow us to trade with Lisbon, hopefully, and it should build a road. So do we want to go back and attack these guys? I think if we move over here, which isn't actually a hill, and we'll just fortify until healed, and that way we're fortified if they actually try and attack into me. Let's go on to the next turn. And there we go, we have our trade route. Now, apparently, we only have one trade route available, which is to Frankfurt. I was hoping that we'd have one to somebody else, but we'll go ahead and do that. It'll send one food and one production to Frankfurt. So let's go ahead and do it. So Ashen will be the one receiving the food and production. Frankfurt receives no benefits. But let's go and do the route.
In addition to bringing riches to our civilization, this trade route will gradually develop roads between our cities. Roads allow our units to no longer be impaired by the difficult terrain through which they pass.
So we no longer have to build roads, which I guess makes sense given the fact that your builders are now sort of expendable units. So our trade route directly exchanges goods, but a medium of exchange would make trade more flexible. Your knowledge of currency has advanced considerably, so we get a boost currency. Very, very nice. You're still heating up nicely. We need to build something else now. We should probably work on ancient walls. There's a lot of stuff here that I would like to build. Do you know what? 3 turns for a scout. Let's get him done as quickly as we can. And we are now into the classical era.
Life is wasted. That is spent in the saddle.
So we've now got horseback riding. We can build stables. Stables give us 1 production, 1 housing, 1 citizen slot, and 1 great general point per turn. Cannot be built in the same district with a barracks. Requires an encampment. So we need an encampment district to be able to build a stable anyway. Choose our research. Let us go for currency. We might as well. We've got the boost on it, so let's go and work on that one. And let's go on to the next turn. So you can see there's our trade route. It is slowly building roads. We've hit that housing cap again. I'm guessing that once more is Frankfurt. Can't afford to get another builder right now, which is a shame. I'm wondering why I can't actually... We are coastal. I'm wondering why I can't actually get a... like a workboat. Or is it a galley? No, the galley is just a combat ship. Maybe I'm missing something. Go ahead and have a look in the Civilopedia. Is it going to be a fishing boat? It's fishing boats. There we go. Unlocks the builder ability to construct fishing boats. Oh, so it's the actual builder that does it. Built by a builder. Okay, so we still use a builder and the builder builds fishing boats. Fine, that makes more sense. And does fishing boat improve? By the way, F1 no longer opens the Civilopedia. F1 opens the world rankings, which I find really, really annoying, and I have to go and click over there. I haven't found a shortcut key for it. There may be one, but I haven't found it. So I'm having to click on that button there. The crab gives us +2 gold. It is improved by fishing boats, and fishing boats does give housing. Now, as you can see, if you have celestial navigation, you can harvest the crab. And if you harvest the crab, that will actually give you 50 gold instantly, but then the crab is gone and it no longer occupies the tile. So you've got a choice. You can either improve the crab or you can harvest it. And harvest it will give you an instant boost. And that's the same with a lot of the resources, like copper, for example. Copper will give you 50 gold if you've got mining. Fish will give you 25 food. Rice will give you 25 food if you've got pottery. Sheep will give you 25 food, requires animal husbandry. Wheat will give you 25 food. So all of these different things, was all of the, not the luxury resources, only the bonus resources will allow you to do that. And also you'll find some of them are unique and require you to become a suzerain of one of the city-states. Let's go ahead and try and do one more turn. At least now we know we need to get a builder over here. We are about to finish the monument in Frankfurt. And about time too. There is our scout, finally finished. So let's go and take that scout, and we'll hopefully be able to find some of the other civilizations. I think we will go ahead and get those walls built as soon as possible. And we've got the production over here at Frankfurt. The granary I think we need to get. It's going to be very important to get the housing issue sorted. And that is all I can do on this turn. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.